Hey, everybody. I am excited to interview another one of our amazing high school students today and continue this conversation about the journey that our students are having in this kind of COVID time, and excited to hear their perspectives. Today, super psyched, I've got Jack Tocko, who's going to be sharing with us. How you doing, Jack?
Good, how are you?
I am great. So I'm going to just dive in and just talk a little bit, ask you questions and talk a little bit about your perspective. Starting with, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what's important to you? What are the things that are important in your life?
Things that are important in my life are I'm really big into sports,
Nice.
hockey, lacrosse, and mountain biking.
Sweet.
Family is really important to me, friends,
Yeah.
faith.
Yep.
All that's important to me. I mean, that's about it, I guess. School, studies, finger grades.
Yeah. So, in terms of who you are, so what, tell a little bit about like what sports you're involved in and like kind of what are you all about on a daily basis?
I'm usually at hockey Monday, Wednesday, Friday, lacrosse Tuesday, Wednesday, Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursdays as well. I look for lacrosse, and I have mountain biking Tuesday and Thursdays, and then Saturdays, and then whatever day I want to ride. I'm busy with sports. I try to make friends. Have time for friends and family in between that. So I have a busy schedule, but
sounds like every day is packed with sports or something going on. So right on.
Yeah.
So in all of that business, in all of those kind of sports pieces, friends, family, faith, how has this COVID-19 pandemic impacted you over the past 6 months? It kind of kicked off, I don't know, February, March, when it really hit in March.
Yeah, well, I remember in school we were making jokes about it and stuff, not thinking it was going to be a big deal with everyone. When school got canceled, then it started to become a big deal. My mom, who has lupus, got really nervous about it, so I was kind of on lockdown for a little bit, and I couldn't really hang out with people. But then, after a while, when sports kind of getting started, I can start hanging out with friends because she was like, "I'm already seeing people," so like we've been safe, been as safe as we can. Tried staying clean, washing our hands, hand sanitizer, masks, stuff like that. We've been staying as safe as possible. I've been able to hang out with a few friends, my neighbors, but then now it started like in the middle of the summer. I've been able to hang out with friends and getting back and connecting with people, which is good.
Yeah,
so
that's really important, right?
Yeah.
And how does it? So knowing that you have somebody in your family, in your house that has, a complication or a compromised, disease that could be impacted by, it's an autoimmune disease. How has that impacted you? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, my mom's really good with it. She didn't really make it a big deal. Like, she was like, don't worry about it. Like, it's going to be fine. Like, nothing's really going to happen. So she was really good about that. So she didn't really make me or my brother or her fiance feel like she was going to have a problem or anything. So she was really good about that and stuff.
That's awesome. I
didn't really feel anything.
Okay. So you just kind of trusted mom and I know in our household, we as well have an autoimmune disease. And so we're in the same boat as you, having to take some extra precautions and be, especially at the beginning, really safe. And I know how sometimes that does weigh on you a little bit, right? Like, am what I'm doing right? Is this thing right here going to impact it? What's the best decision? Different than a family that might not have any of that kind of concern, right? Yeah. So I get that. So other than that, other than kind of that, did it impact, sports? Did it impact the things that you love doing? Like, how did it impact that?
My sports were kind of placed kind of good, I guess. My lacrosse season got cut kind of short, but we still got to have 2 tournaments. My hockey my hockey summer camp couldn't start right away. But like now we're doing it where I have to get dressed outside of the building, but I just have to wear a mask when I walk inside.
Okay.
And that's it. So far my sports haven't been really like messed up, but I heard about some friends from that play football and stuff like that who got their season totally canceled, which is just that would be terrible. But yeah. I hope hockey starts, and that's what I'm looking forward to right now, just hockey.
Is that your favorite?
I hope that isn't canceled.
Is that your favorite sport, hockey?
I think lacrosse is my favorite sport.
Lax, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, so besides the impacts, the negatives, where have you experienced inspiration or hope in this pandemic? Where have you seen hope or inspiration in this time?
When this first happened, I was kind of all bummed out and not being able to see my friends. But then I looked at the bright side. I was like, this is time to work on me, and I have time all by myself just to go and do other things, find new stuff I like. So I just started fishing. Fishing is really fun. So I got into fishing and then I started doing I trained lacrosse. I did some lacrosse training before, but I did it a lot harder this year. I would go out for hour and a half, 2 hours with a coach at the Twin Oaks lacrosse field, and I would go do that. And I would shoot for about an hour a day. So I kind of just focused on sports. I use it as more training and to get better. So just knowing I'm getting better and stuff. I know that people are probably slacking, not really doing things.
Right.
That kind of helped motivate me and make me feel better.
That's cool.
About what I'm doing during that. So
nice. That's awesome when you can take that time to dig in and figure out, what do I need to do for me to make myself better, because there's not much you can do otherwise, right? The time, why not, take advantage? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So my last question, and you've been a part of the Living Water program, and now you're going to be in the high school program. So where have you seen God in all of this uncertainty, or the Holy Spirit moving in all of this COVID time?
Really just when something bad really happens, this pandemic or really anything, just anything, even little, let's say you had a bad day or something bad happened at school or work or just throughout the day, I just thinking about God or just hoping he's there, the next day will be so much better. If you go into the day knowing that God has your back and he will make your next day great, it will just make the next day feel so much better than the bad day that just happened. So just taking this day by day, and it will go a lot faster and just feel much better than taking it day by day and having a negative attitude.
Yeah, sure. I think you're right on that idea that God's got our back, and it may not always be how we want it to be, right? I don't think any of us want to alter our lives around a pandemic, but the idea that God's got our back, and therefore we can trust in that, and also that helps get through some of those tough times. That's huge. I'm with you. Have you seen in others this positive or hopeful response in their actions or anything you've seen around you?
My lacrosse coach, me and him have gotten really close during this pandemic, or this, we were close before, but during COVID, we actually got a lot closer and started talking a lot more, and he had a very positive attitude going into it. So did my mom. My mom, knowing that she had lupus, and she still had one of the most positive attitudes about the whole pandemic and everything. That was really cool to see, and really made everyone feel comfortable and safe in our family.
That's right on, man. When people around us bring that positive spirit in the midst of what could be negative, that's huge. And it does impact. Like that positive is a ripple effect. So I'm with you 100%. And knowing you have those people in your lives in our lives that can do or be that kind of positive, it's amazing. So Jack Tocko, you are an awesome young person. Totally appreciate you being willing to not only share your journey, but also just be a leader at Shepherd of the Lake, and as a person who is willing to be transparent about their journey through COVID. So thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.